discomfort is healing. Being soothed and feeling good actually is working in your favor to heal you physically, emotionally, and in just about every other way. Exhale. And now let's do a little separate leg stretching. So bring both legs out to the sides. So you're not going to be in a split, but you'll sort of be on the 45-degree angle with both legs, as much as you can, right? As much as feels good to you. And by good, I don't mean that you don't feel any sensation of stretching or activation in your hips or in your thighs. It still feels good to activate. You're just not going into any pain. Pull from your heels and flex your toes towards your face. Now my legs are straight, but maybe yours aren't, so you are where you are. Take your first two fingers and hook them between your first two toes. And if you have to bend your knees up to reach the fingers between the first two toes, you are where you are. And as you inhale, holding the toes, lift your chest. Pull your collarbones wide apart. And as you exhale, if your knees are bent, then you're just going to say to yourself, relax my knees, relax my knees. Eventually the legs will straighten by virtue of your relaxing, not efforting. And if your legs aren't straight today, then you're just relax my knees, relax my knees. If your legs are straight, here's another thing you can do is you inhale, lift your chest, pull your collarbones wide, lock your arms for a moment, pull from your heels, flex the toes towards your face, and as you exhale your breath, bend your elbow tips and lead your breastbone forward. So you're looking at the camera in front of you or the wall in front of you, and you're imagining that someone has this kind of fish hook, right? And they grab you in the chest, in the breastbone, and they're gonna pull forward. So you feel this sensation of lengthening your spine, lengthening your slinky as you're bringing it down. Inhale, lift your chest, draw your collarbones wide. And as you exhale, you are either relaxing your knees or feeling that pull from the breastbone forward and down. And change. Coming up slowly, leading with the breastbone, stacking every coil of the slinky spine that you have. Then you're all the way up. And bring your legs back together again. And pull from your heels, flex the toes towards your face, place your palms right below your knees. Well, below your knees is where it is for me. I'm 5'2", so I have got short arms and short legs, but if you have longer limbs, you might find that hands on your knees is where your arms are locked. So find your place where your arms can be locked at the elbows. Drop your chin, pull your collarbones wide, take a breath. Inhale. Rotate your knees inward, pull from your heels, flex your toes towards your face, and exhale. Keep your elbows locked. Drop your chin, pull your collarbones wide. And breathing. Inhabiting your body begins to feel joyful to you, not a struggle anymore. Little by little, you'll come back to yourself. Little spinal twist. Sounds violent, right? Spinal twist. But again, your spine is this beautiful spring and it moves in so many different directions. And as you begin to move your spine, I like to say it's like you finally took the Porsche out and you're letting it really go. Like you're cranking it up. All of these movements that you do with your body are things that you didn't maybe think you were capable of, but your body knew that you were. And now you're just giving yourself a chance to express it. So, bend your left knee so that that left knee points towards the camera, or if that doesn't feel great, you can keep your left leg straight out. Your right leg will come up and over, so your right heel is against the left knee corner. Now, see how this hip is up in the air? If your knee is bent, this might happen, but if your leg is straight, it probably won't. Mine is. So get your heel out from under this hip and lean down into that hip. So you want to feel like both hips are equally settled on the ground. Just wiggle around a little bit. You can check by seeing if you can get fingertips under the hips. If you can, then one hip's up. If you can't, then you're grounded. Bring your right arm behind you. It's like flat against your spine like a kickstand. Your left arm up by your ear. Reach for 12 o'clock. And as you exhale, bend that elbow. Come down around the outside of the knee. And then reach your hand down. And if you're on a towel or mat, now you're going to grab the top edge of that towel or mat. If you're not on a towel or mat today, just put your fingertips on the ground in a way that you can lock your left arm. And if you can, slip your fingers under your bent knee without lifting the knee up to do that, you can try that. As you inhale, lift your chest, draw your collarbones wide, which will bring your right shoulder way behind you. Drop your chin, and as you exhale, look over your right shoulder. But here's the game. You're looking over your right shoulder, but don't ever let yourself see your right shoulder. The moment you glimpse it, pull it behind you. Twist. Notice how when you move your shoulder, your entire spine just goes along. No effort, no forcing, just moving the shoulder and looking for it as you twist. Twist, twist, and change. So now let's alternate the legs. I'll just switch my position a little to give you a different view. Bend your right knee or keep your right leg straight out. Left leg comes up and over, so now that left heel is against the right knee corner. And really adjust it so it's the knee corner. Sometimes you'll end up here with the heel more against the hip. It just isn't the best mobility for your spine. You want to feel the maximum mobility and freedom in your spine. So we're going to make all these little adjustments to work with your body. Heel against the knee corner. Again, take a moment, especially if your knee is bent, to pull the heel out from under your left hip. Settle your left hip down. Check it out. Now your left arm is behind you. Your right arm is up by your ear. Really stretch, right? Feeling the maximum stretch of your slinky. And then bend your elbow and come down around the outside of the knee. Reach your hand down. Grab for your towel, your mat, or under your knee or fingertips on the mat. And inhale again. Pull your collarbones wide apart. And as you exhale, drop your chin down and then look over your left shoulder. Keep moving the left shoulder more and more behind you as you twist, 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 and change. Just come back to center for a moment and then lie down on your back. You're going to move into final Shavasana. So you're going to lie down and I'm not. I'm going to sit right here on my cushion and just talk you through. Remember what I said about relaxing, and final Shavasana is the epitome of allowing your body to relax. It's sort of like getting out of the way, removing all the obstacles to your body expressing its fullest expression of health and well-being. Isn't that sort of nice to know? Wouldn't it be lovely if you could believe that all you have to do to be a full expression of health is relax? And once again, here comes the science geek. There are so many, many different kinds of research now that show that this is actually true. That relaxing is the best thing that you can do for yourself. And how fortunate that relaxing actually feels good. You don't necessarily have to push or force yourself to relax. You know, sometimes we do, but that's just our minds, sort of making you feel guilty that you're not doing something. But if I can convince you that relaxing is doing the most profound thing that you can do, not only for your physical body, but for your emotional well-being, your mental clarity, the calming of your nervous system, the living of a happier life. If I can convince you, even just for this time period that we're together and you get to feel it a little bit, experience a little bit for yourself, then you will have done yourself a world of good. So here in Shavasana, we're going to take the ultimate relaxation. Lying on your back with your arms at your sides, palms facing up. Allow your heels to point in towards each other and your toes to flop out to the sides. Arms are on the ground beside you with your palms facing up. Drop your chin. Pull your collarbones wide. You can close your eyes if you like. You can keep your eyes open if you like. And inhale, hear it in the back of your throat. And exhale. Again, pulling your collarbones wide and dropping your chin down. Letting your lower back release into the ground. Inhale, hear it in the back of your throat. And exhale, deflating the balloon of your belly, hearing the ocean sound you're making in your throat as you drop your lower back. And inhale, balloon your belly out. And exhale, deflating, and dropping your lower back into the ground. And I have a little game that I play with the universe, that whatever page is opened to at this time is what all of you who are watching right now can benefit most from hearing. You will never get everything done, and thank goodness. You are here to expand, to experiment, to broaden your playing field. Done? Not even close. Stop trying to finish and start enjoying the more of your life. Trash your to-do list. In the space between your actions, miracles lie waiting. The only thing not in that space is you. Get undone. Be expansive. Experience your limitlessness. All of this is what you are. And you know it because it feels like home.